What up, guys? Welcome. I'm Emily, the Fine Art Medium, and today's video, I'm just going to talk briefly. Sorry, that's a motorcycle. I'm not farting, I promise. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about an experience that I had this week, and it's kind of like an in-progress situation. So, yeah. So, there's a coworker at work, right? Like 2 months ago, maybe a month ago, I was getting his ailments, and I'm like, why the fuck am I like feeling his issues, you know? I'm an empath, so I'm like not thinking much of it because this is kind of new for me. Like, my abilities have heightened and whatnot, and so I'm like, okay, this is happening, and I didn't know why. Sorry, I'm looking behind me because of that. And so and so I was talking to my friend Chasity about this, and so she's like, yeah, usually that means spirit has a message for him. So I was like, okay, cool. So then when I started feeling his ailments again this week, I started to pay more attention, and I was like, okay, now that I know that there's a reason, I decided to meditate on it. And when I did that, I saw this person and a dark shadow behind him. And so I'm like, oh, that's not good. And so I knew it wasn't like diabolical, like a demon. I didn't get that feeling whatsoever. And so I'm not like, this person's had this entity with them probably for years, probably a decade, maybe even longer. But so I knew that if I didn't react immediately, that, you know, it wasn't the end of the world kind of situation. But obviously I want to help this person now that I know what's going on. And so I tell him, I'm like, hey, you might not believe me, it's okay, but this is what I see. Now, I don't keep this shit a secret at work. Like, I am open about this shit. And so when I tell him, he's kind of like not surprised in a way. Like, he's not calling me freak, or, which, you know, is an upgrade from where I was before. But anyway, he's like, okay, taking it slowly. I respect that. And I'm just like, okay, so this is what I see. And then, so I think it was yesterday. Yeah, I handed him a black tourmaline keychain. I had ordered it and it was extra, and I'm like, well, I don't technically need this, and this person needs this more than I do because I got a shit ton of fucking crystals now. But so I give this to him and I explain to him what this will help with. And so I give it to him. He's like, cool, thank you. And then he comes back at the end of the day to clock out, and then I explain to him further what I see, because now I needed the validation that it was an earthbound spirit, and I had someone do that for me. So I love when I can give validation in what I'm seeing, and so I know that helps me that I'm on the right track. But so I tell him, you know, earthbound spirit, that's what it is. It's negative, and it's feeding off your negative emotions and, you know, whatever pain you have and stuff like that. And I explain that. All right, now, so today we flash forward, right? I'm at work. They had me start my shift at like 11:30. Sorry if I keep looking over because I see my dog doing things he shouldn't. What are you doing? He knows he shouldn't be doing what he's thinking about. I know what he's thinking about. Anyway, so I start at 11:30, and it's like I astral project. Like, it's kind of like instant, and it's not something that I consciously was trying to do. It just happened on its own. And so it brought me to that moment yesterday of me talking to the person and explaining things. And I at first I was like, why am I seeing a replay of what's going on? I'm sorry, this dog. Say hi. Why am I seeing a replay of our conversation? And then I see it. This motherfucker, the Earthbound spirit that's attached to him, looks over his shoulder and looks at me, right? The me that's astral projecting today to rewatch, but also the me from yesterday, and it's kind of like a mind fuck in a way. So it's like watching both me's in the present and the future. Kind of fucking weird. But yeah, this thing presented itself as very human-like in a way, like the body, but it was all like really dark, like a shadow. And the only thing I remember seeing is the eyes being black, but then having a little sliver of yellow, kind of like when you look in the sky and the moon is barely present, but you see the little sliver. That's what his eyes look like. It was gross as fuck, I'm just saying. But yeah, so that's what happened, and I'm just like... And then I remembered yesterday I was trying to help my friend with something that was going on, and I wanted to be able to see what was going on, and the spirit from the coworker was getting in my way and blocking me, which I don't appreciate. But sometimes they get in the way of things that don't concern them. Yeah, makes me pissed off when that happens. But so yeah, and I was like, great. And I didn't put it together until my friend told me, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. And she's like, did you look at it in the eyes? And I was like, yep. And I didn't realize that because the conversation's kind of going on at the same time as I'm seeing it, like the replay, and I'm just like, great. It put a block on me, which I've been cleansing my third eye with black tourmaline every single night now, on my forehead, while I sleep, for as long as I can, because, you know, when you sleep, you move around and shit, you know, it's not going to stay. And so that's what I've been doing, and that's why I've been able to see better, which is actually kind of cool. But yeah, I thought I would share that. So thank you, Chasity, for the tips, because that shit's working. And yeah, I always appreciate your help, because let's face it, I don't know everything, and to be honest, we learn together and stuff like that. Ouch. Don't stab me with your feet. That's not nice. Oh, ow. You have a football. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna go now. Say hi. No? Okay. He doesn't want to. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this clusterfuck of a video. Let me know if anyone's had similar experiences. Peace out.